For all things home design, enjoy Homestar with me, Shayna Blaze. All the ideas and inspiration you need for your home, DIY design projects and expert advice.
Red Energy's podcast lifestyle series, available from wherever you get your podcasts and the SEN app.
Sadly, the Blues are struggling, and this rebuild's been going on for over a decade now, Wolsey. You've been involved there in recent times, not last year, but certainly the previous couple of years, just as a mentor, someone being around the club, etc. It felt as if things were going down the right track this time last year, and yet all of a sudden it's hit a major hurdle. Now, I'm not privy to the fact as to whether or not you were asked to be on the review or one way or another, but what is your overriding view about where the club's at and what they should do over the ensuing months?
Well, it's a tough one, Jared, because when David Teague took over, I think we saw an immediate spark, and there was some really good fast play on, attacking, bold football. Some good scores were being kicked, and unfortunately, it's fallen away. The players that they have brought in over the last couple of years from other clubs on pretty good money, you would have expected them to have performed a lot better than they have. And to me, that's a real disappointment that players, like Mitch McGovern, Martin, Williams, I think Sart's been okay, but he really is a full-on attacking defender. He hasn't got a lot of defence in his game, and that's okay when the team's going well. But those four players in particular have not been valued for money as a collective, and that was very much the hope that would happen. I reckon a couple of players. Ed Curnow is a really hard-working, die-for-the-club sort of player, and his best role is in the midfield, and most weeks just doing a pretty hard tag on an opposition star. And that's the value that you get out of Ed, but he hasn't been given enough of those roles this year. Sam Doherty, co-captain, All-Australian defender a few years back. They're playing him wide open on a wing and giving the really responsible jobs in defence to some kids like Stocker. And I just think that Doherty, he's got to put his hand up and say, hey, I'll take Toby Green. I'll take the opposition medium-sized forwards who are the most dangerous, but that doesn't happen, and that to me is a lack of leadership.